On October 7, 2023, Hamas, the terrorist organization which controls the Gaza Strip, attacked southern settlements of Israel. For Israelis and Jews around the world, this attack, which took the lives of over 1,000 Israelis, was a catastrophe of unprecedented proportions. However, the decisive response of the Israel Defense Forces to this terrorist attack provoked an increase in anti-Semitism around the world. Attacks on Jewish cultural centers caused Jews of France, Germany, Italy, England, Canada, and the United States and other countries to no longer feel safe as during the pogroms of the 20th century.
The mission of our team is to ensure a safe environment for the local Jewish community during events, whether they're in support of Israel, to raise awareness about crimes committed by terrorist groups like Hamas, or simply to provide security for kids and families events. Sadly, more and more people in our community feel unsafe purely because they're Jewish. They no longer feel safe decorating homes for Jewish holidays, wearing symbols like Magen David, participating in protests, or even speaking out. On March 8, International Women's Day, our team was called upon to support a protest in downtown Portland, and the purpose of the protest was, and I quote, a protest against Hamas' horrific use of sexual violence and deafening silence around it. My team of 6 volunteers and I arrived at scene ahead of the time for a pre-task briefing. By this time, there was already a group of around 20 pro-Hamas activists chanting disturbing slogans such as "Call for Intifada," "Zionist are pigs," "From the river to the sea." Many of them were equipped with knives, telescopic batons, pepper sprays. Some had helmets, military-type knee pads, tactical gloves, tactical goggles.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
As the event progressed, the number of pro-Hamas activists grew to around 50, and they became more and more aggressive toward us. Local police deployed around 15 officers, and they ended up setting barriers on the perimeter around us to protect us from Hamas supporters. Through the event, those pro-Hamas activists sprayed us with unknown substances, deliberately pushed items into our faces. Of course, they hurled derogatory insults, which I will not list here, but our Jewish origin was mentioned quite a few times, and I've been promised to be killed for being a Jew. And it was deeply distressing to be targeted simply because of our Jewish identity. Our people being called Nazis for the mere fact of holding the sign calling to release female hostage from the Hamas. My team had to escort people to their cars one by one to ensure their safety.
Can't get you, by the way. You fucking shut your little bitch. You fucking white bitch. You're not gonna threaten me. I'm not gonna do nothing.
Fortunately, everyone returned home unharmed. However, the normalization of such blatant anti-Semitism is deeply concerning. Is it truly free speech, or does it signify a moral bankruptcy of the society where a Jewish person can advocate to release hostages and stop sexual violence only from behind police barricades?
Our theater company from Ariel has repeatedly toured Jewish communities around the world. Against the backdrop of the events of October 2023, we decided to make a documentary about the causes, characteristics, and consequences of the global surge in anti-Semitism. Based on the experience of Jewish communities in different parts of the world, we want to answer the question of where Jews feel safer today. In Israel, which is in a state of permanent armed conflict, or in Western countries where anti-Semitism and anti-Israeli movements are gaining momentum.